Right. So very good morning, students. In the previous class, we finished about a lift related problems, as well as we also finished about a frame of references, inertial frame and non-inertial frame, and pseudo force. You remember that are very important. We'll move to the next topic, that is about a contact force. Sir, what is mean by contact force? See, there is a thing is contact force. Sir, what is mean by contact force? So the contact in the sense is if two bodies are kept in contact together like this, it is a one body and it is another body which are kept in together like this. If the two bodies are kept in together like this, therefore the first body applies the force on the second body, and also second body also applies the same force, equal, but it is an opposite. Then only the two bodies are in contact. Otherwise the body will not be in contact. That force which we can call as the contact force. Of course, normal force also contact, because which is contact with the surface. And coming to the point is, you take two bodies which are kept like this. You look at here. It is a M1 mass and it is a M2 mass. You say A block and B block. This A is applies on the force, and also B also applies the same force. F1 and F2 are in the same. Because this block is pushes on this block, and also this block also pushes on this block. Contact force is nothing but you remember, the force is nothing but behind the mass into acceleration due to gravity. See, contact force in the sense is, suppose there is a force F is applied from M1, therefore after the mass into acceleration due to gravity, therefore these bodies are accelerating with an acceleration A, then F is equal to, according to the Newton's second law, both the bodies are moving together because they are not separated. If they are separated, is there any contact force? No. So if the two bodies are in contact, therefore we can call as the contact force. So it is moving with an acceleration A, because both the bodies are moving with an acceleration A. A is equal to F by M1 plus M2. The two bodies are accelerating with an acceleration like this. And here, if force is F applied, what is mean by contact force? That contact force is equal to, so remember here, after the mass into acceleration due to gravity, you say after mass into acceleration due to gravity or acceleration of the body. So after mass, because you applied from M1, no? After this, how much is the mass is there? M2, and into acceleration, this we can call as the contact force. Suppose I'll tell you another example. You take a same two blocks, right? Like this, M1 and M2. If the force is applied from here, after the mass, you see again the acceleration will be same. A is equal to F by M1 plus M2. Here the contact force will be, you say F is equal to, there is a force applied from M2, no? Then after the mass, you say it is M1 into acceleration due to gravity for this example. Suppose I will give you another example related to the contact force. You take three blocks which are kept like this. There are three blocks, you say A, B, C, masses M1, M2, M3. So this block is applies on this, and it is also applies like it is, clear? Therefore the blocks are accelerating with an acceleration A, then three blocks are kept in contact, M1 plus M2 plus M3 into acceleration. Therefore A is equal to F by M1 plus M2 plus M3. So that here when the force is F is applied from like this. Therefore after this, how many blocks are there? After the mass, contact force is nothing but you say after mass into acceleration. See, after M1, how many blocks are there? Two blocks are there. So that you write here M2 plus, you say M3 into acceleration due to gravity. Like this we can take. So these are related to contact force. You remember contact force also, it is a one type of mechanical force which related to like this. Suppose you want to say after this, after second block, so there is only one block is there, that is M3 into A. Suppose if you apply from this area, if you apply a force, therefore after C block, contact force will be, because you are applying from C. After the C, how many blocks are there? Yes, there are two blocks, M1 plus M2 into A. Like this we can take. This is all related to contact forces. See, of course, contact force is nothing but it is the contact between the two forces. There is a force is acting between the two bodies which are in contact, and usually that we can say after the mass into acceleration due to gravity. after the mass into acceleration due to gravity. Like this we can take. Clear? It is related to what? It is a contact force. See, this is related to contact force. And coming to the next one is there, this is we can say connected bodies. See, if the bodies are connected, see one after the another it is connected with the thread. Suppose if two bodies are connected, I will show you the diagram. If two blocks are connected, you go like this, there is a connected bodies. If two blocks are connected, you say connected. See, connected bodies. Sir, what is the connected bodies? You take a one block and which is connected like this thread. So, which is placed on the surface M1 and M2, there is a connected like this, and you remember, if the mass of the bodies or two mass of the bodies are given M1 and M2, and there is a tension between the thread, because it is a one thread, it is a massless. That is what you say, tension remains the same. Tension remains the same. And coming to the point is, if there is a force F is applied from M2 block like this. So, this is the situation, and therefore, the blocks are accelerating with an acceleration A. It is, you say, smooth surface, it is not in a rough. Rough in the sense, again we will get the other expressions that is there in the friction. Right away it is not required, because we are not at all discussing about a friction. We are discussing only just connected bodies. When the two bodies are connected, the two bodies of masses M1 and M2 which are connected by the thread or by the string is the massless, or we can say weightless. Massless or a weightless in the sense is we can say tension remains constant, and there is a force F is applied. Therefore, the two blocks are moving together with a common acceleration A. Then you find a common acceleration M1 plus M2 into A. Therefore, A is equal to F by M1 plus M2. So, this is the acceleration of the connected bodies. Now is asking here we have to find the resultant force. So, for this resultant force, here we should draw a free body diagram. Sir, what is mean by free body diagram? That means if there are number of bodies are connected like this, so that we should draw a individual diagrams. Individual you take, free body in the sense is you remove from this is the one block, right, M1 block. There is a tension is acting like this, because the tension for this body tension is this, for this body tension is this, only tension T is acting, alone tension is acting, and which is accelerating with an acceleration E. This we can call free body, or else we can also draw like this also, it is represented as a free body. This we can say free body. Therefore, there is a tension is equal to, we can say M1 into A. For this block, tension will be M1 into A, and you go for the second block. Second free body diagram you take, that is you remove from the second body, yes, force is applied, there is a tension is acting opposite, and the block is accelerating with an acceleration A. Now, here you remember this applied is greater than tension, because the blocks are accelerating with an acceleration A along the direction of applied force. Clear? The blocks are accelerating along the direction of a force F. So that here you write resultant is represented along the direction of a applied force. Fr is equal to F minus, you say, T. Fr is equal to F minus T. Therefore, F in the sense is, here is F, you take F only, tension is, we know this is F1A, therefore Fr is equal to F minus M1 into A. And here, which block is moving? Actually M2 block is moving, no, so that you say M2 into A. So, here you write F is equal to this, you take this side, Fr plus M1A, then Fr is equal to, here it is, you write a M2A plus M1A, then F is equal to M1 plus M2 into A. This is the applied force. Suppose you want to substitute this, there you will get the expression is different. This is related to what? It is related to connected bodies. If the bodies are connected like this, therefore we may get the expressions are like this, M2A, or you want to calculate any different expressions, therefore we may get the expressions are like this. Clear? It is related to what? It is a connected bodies. It is related to connected bodies when two bodies are connected like this. Suppose if in the In the next examples, if there are 3 bodies are connected, sir, if there are 4 bodies are connected, if other extended bodies are connected, yes, we can take for all connected bodies. First of all, we should draw a free body diagram. After the free body diagram, we should write the expressions to be like this. Then after you get the expressions is like this. So, I will tell you another connected body, you take a 3 bodies are connected. Which are connected? M1, M2, M3. See, connected by the thread, and here we have to find the same expressions here we should write, because on this basis again we have other concepts also. That's what, if you go through this, it is further classes, it is very easy. Yeah, you take a 3 blocks which are connected. It is a M1 block, M2 block, we say M3 block, right? There is a force F is applied, we say M1, it is M2, M3. There will be a tension T1, there will be a tension T2. Clear? Now the force F applied, therefore the system is accelerating along the direction is applied force. So of course, according to the Newton's law, M1 plus M2 plus M3 into A. Therefore, acceleration will be F by M1 plus M2 plus, this is the acceleration. Now again we should write here free body diagrams. You take a one by one. First M1 block free body diagram you draw, then after we will see. You take this M1 block, so there is a tension T1 is acting, then T1 is equal to, you say, M1A. What is A? Here you write M1 into F by, say like this the tension. Clear? And you go for the second block, same M2 you take free body diagram. Here you write M2 block, yes, there is a tension T1, there is a tension T2, and it is accelerating along a direction is like this. It is a free body for second body. So which is accelerating along the direction of a T2, no? Therefore there it is to be resultant is represented. Fr is equal to T2 minus T1, because T2 is greater than T1. Here T1 we know, M1A. Fr also we know. What will get Fr? It is moving with the second block, no? You say like this. So M2A is equal to T2 minus T1. Of course, you write a T1 here, you will get the T2. Yes, we can take. So here M2A is equal to T2 minus T1. M1F by M1 plus M2. See, it is depends. Based on the question, we should take the derivation. So T2 is equal to this, you take this side. Therefore, it is M2A minus M1F by M1 plus M2. You want to take a simplification? Yes, we can. Or else you directly write here T2, no? Directly you write here M2A, no? Direct to T1 also we can write T2 is equal to M2A minus M1A. So T2 is equal to M2 minus M1 into A. Like this we can take. And coming to the F3, if I go for this, if I go for the third block, M3 block, see free body diagram you take, yes, this is the M3 force applied, there will be a tension T2 acting, as it is moving acceleration, resultant will be M3A, so that resultant Fr is equal to F minus T2. So here you write M3A, this is F minus T2. Of course T2 we have, here you write T2, yes, we will get the different expression. This you write here, M3A is equal to F minus T2 will be M2A, or you write M2 minus M1 into A. This you take this side, F will be this M3A plus M2 minus M1 into A. It is the will be like this. So these are the related to connected bodies. See, connected bodies, if are given like this, we can take a derivations and we can take the simplification like this. So like 2 bodies are connected, like 3 bodies are connected, like other number bodies also given like this. Therefore you take a derivations are to be like this. Clear? And here I will tell you another one is there related to the connected bodies only. See, this all actually related to constraints we can call. Constraint. right? So the next constraint I'll tell you, that is related to Atwood mission. Atwood mission. Sir, what is Atwood mission? I'll tell you one thing. See, it is a device. The device which used to measure the acceleration due to gravity, or it is used to measure the acceleration of a freely falling bodies or acceleration of the bodies at a given place. Sir, what is this device? The device actually consists of two blocks. One block of mass is m1 and another block of mass is m2, which are suspended by the thread, and the thread is passing over a pulley. So the pulley is nothing but a smooth frictionless pulley. You take a one pulley. I think everyone know about a pulley. The two blocks which are hanging like this. It is a pulley, right? It is a m2 block and you say m1 block. You wish. The condition will be, suppose if I take a m1 greater than m2 like this. So which are hanging, no? Therefore there is a tension will be act in the same opposite direction, because the thread is remains the same massless thread. So weight of the block m1g is acting down, here m2 also acting down like this. And you remember, according to the condition, m1 greater than m2, no? Therefore m1 block accelerate down, m2 block accelerate up like this. Clear? Now we have to find acceleration, one question, and we have to get tension is the another question. Same issue, you take a free body diagrams, that what you can say, because m1 greater than m2, no, therefore it accelerate down. Suppose you want to say m2 greater than m1, therefore m2 accelerate down, m1 is accelerate up. Actually based on this, let us, we have different problems are there, that's what we have to take the derivation. You take a first one for m1 block free body diagram, that is, this is the m1, it is acting, m1g is acting down, there is a tension is acting because it is m1 and it is accelerating down with an acceleration a. So in this case what happens, m1g is accelerating down, no? So that the resultant will be represented is down. You write here Fr is equal to m1g minus tension. Of course, first block is accelerating with an acceleration a, no? So we can write Fr is m1a is equal to m1g minus t. So from here you write a t is equal to m1g minus m1a. Here you take as a equation 1. So for this first block, and you go for the second block, that is for m2 block, see free body diagram. So it is m2 and weight is acting m2g down, it is a m2 block which accelerating up, there is a tension is acting up, there will be a resultant is up because it is accelerating up, no? In this case, the resultant you write Fr is equal to T minus m2g. Here m2a is accelerating, second block is accelerating with an acceleration a, no? The resultant you take as m2a. Here you write m2a is equal to T minus m2g. Sir, what is T? Here you say equation 2. Now we are getting, now we are calculating the acceleration, that is substitute 2 in 1. So right here m2a is equal to this m1g minus m1a minus m2g. In this m1a take this side, so m1a, because it is minus is there, no? If you take this side, it is becomes m1a, and it is m2a is equal to m1g minus m2g. Therefore you take a common acceleration m1 plus, and here also you take a common g. Yes. So the final acceleration of the system A is equal to, it is m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. This is the acceleration of the given system. Very simple, I'll tell you. You remember, if like this the system given, m1 greater than m2 is given, therefore acceleration will be difference in mass by total mass of the system. That's all. See right here, acceleration is equal to difference in mass by total mass into acceleration due to gravity. This is the expression related to the given system. And here, now we should get the tension also, because we don't know the tension. No? Now you give equation 3. Now this 3, you substitute anywhere, either this or this. Better you substitute 3 in 1 or 2 also no problem. Tension is equal to m1g minus m1 into, instead of acceleration write this, m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. Yes, here look at m1g, you take a common for the simplification, 1 minus m1 minus m2 by m1 plus, here you take LCM, m1g of m1 plus m2 multiply minus plus m2 by m1 plus m2. Almost we are finished. So T is equal to this, m2 plus m2 is 2m2. Here m1g is there, no, 2m1 m2 g by m1 plus m2. This is the acceleration of the given system and tension in the given system. This system related to Atwood machine, it is an instrument or it is a device, say, which can be used to find the acceleration of the system at a given a place, So which is to be Atwood machine. On this actually basis, there is a one problem is given in our material. See, I will read the question and we can do the question also, that is the question number 8 in our material. It's the same basis. I will show you the problem also. This is the question number 8 in our material, page number 96. I will read the question. Actually a fixed pulley with a smooth groove as a light string passing over it with a 4 kg attached on one side and 3 kg on the other side. Another 3 kg is hanging from the other 3 kg as shown. Simple. Here the given is, I will show you, there are 2 blocks. Here we can look at like this, same, everything is same given. Just I will draw the question. You look at here, page number 96, the question number is 8. You take here a 4 kg given and here one 3 kg is attached, and for this 3 kg another 3 kg also attached. Clear? This is given like this. So now the total mass will be, here 6 is there. So you say it is a m1 you take, and this is you take a m2, of course m1 greater than m2. Here it is accelerate down as usual. This is taken as T2 because it is also T2. These two threads are same. Here you take as only it is a T1 because it is a different, no. So he is asking in this question, find the common acceleration is asking. So that common acceleration in the sense is not required to do the derivation. Yes, because directly we can also take. That is, I told you very clear from there, acceleration is nothing but a difference in mass by total mass. Here there are 3 blocks, 2 blocks are towards one side and 1 block is other side. So difference in mass is nothing but you say difference in mass, you write like this, by total mass, right, into acceleration due to gravity. So difference in mass is nothing but 6 minus 4 by 6 plus 4. Very simple problem. Here G as usual is given is 10. So that here 2 by 10 into 10. So A is equal to 2 meter per second square. We can take like this the problem. So this is given in the question. It is given in our material, page number 96, question number 8. If you go through this question related to this Atwood machine, see for this problem, see we did the derivation, and it is also important for the objective examinations also. For there we have different constraints are there, not like this simple constraint. It is a constraint and it is a simple constraint. But in the objective examination like NEET and MCET and JEE means, we have different constraints are there. That is help you in that examination pattern to find a acceleration, to find a tensions. So this is the one type of a constraint. Clear? And here it is, you remember, if you go through this and you will get the problems on the basis of this in the objective examination also. So that it is today's class, and we will see in the next class. And again we have other constraints also, like it is only like one constraint. If other constraints like one body it is hanging down and another body it is on the tabletop, if it is given like this, there also we have to find the tension, acceleration like that. Not only that, you take a inclined planes also we have. In that also one body is hanging down and another body is on the inclined surface. If like that constraints are there, there also we have to find tension, accelerations, and on that basis again we have in the material problems are there. So that first of all we have to derive that all accelerations and tension, then after that we will do the problems. This is the today's class, and thank you very much. We will see in the next class.